National Medical Stores, NMS, passionate about your life with support from the Ministry of Health. Procure, store and distribute essential medicine and medical supplies to all government health facilities in Uganda.
One would not be wrong if they said it is now trendy to have male children circumcised as early as a few weeks old. Whereas the practice is not bad, pediatric experts advise that conducting such a procedure should be done when the infant is at least 6 months old. Dr. Helen Namsoke is a pediatrician at Bethany Children's Clinic in Luzira and now explains.
We prefer to circumcise after 6 months of age. And the reason being is below 6 months of age, or at least earliest, let it be 3 months of age. The reason being is the younger and the smaller the baby is, the penis or the male reproductive organ is also very small. And the skin, the foreskin, what they ought to cut off is very attached to the penis. So if someone is not so professional in what they are doing, they can easily fail to get what to take off. So they can easily injure the urethra. The urethra is the pipe within the penis where the urine is supposed to pass during the urinating process. So they can easily injure that urethra and the baby ends up getting leaking of the urine. Or they can easily take off too little skin and then you find someone has redundant skin, post-circumcision, post-healing, or they can take off too much skin, or sometimes they can even end up cutting the penis itself, what we call amputation of the penis. We've seen some of these cases.
Dr. Namusoke says overall, the benefits of circumcision outweigh the fears, but it should be done with extra care since newborns may be susceptible to side effects from drugs used during the procedure.
But for children, especially those less than 5 years, it's very hard to do when they are awake because it makes them anxious. Any procedure makes them anxious. So we usually prefer to put them to sleep and then do the procedure. Now, for children less than 6 months, their breathing pipes are very small and they are very sensitive to the drugs. So putting them to sleep becomes tricky. Sometimes they can get anesthesia-related complications. So we try to avoid some of those things. Another thing that happens when the baby is in the womb, usually the heart has some small holes. They are normal when the baby is in the womb. Some of these holes are supposed to close. These holes are supposed to close when the baby is born immediately after birth. But for some babies, they don't close immediately. Some close after a week, some can go on up to 3 months, and some even up to 6 months of age. But at least after 3 months, most babies, if they are to close, they have closed. So sometimes, and here in Africa, in Uganda, we don't have the habit of screening the heart of every child. We usually screen when we suspect that there is a problem, or for prematures.
However, she claims that children heal fast or do not feel too much pain after circumcision as myths.
They actually feel pain, even when they are newborns. It's just that they can hardly express their pain. They can only cry a little and give up on it. But all children feel pain, whatever the age group you do the circumcision. So that means whoever you circumcise at whatever age, you ought to give adequate painkillers to control the pain.
Dr. Namsoke also advises on how to care for the circumcised young one.
All they need is good painkillers. When pain is well controlled, the child has no reason as to why they keep touching the organ if pain is well controlled. They only keep touching if they feel there is something abnormal. Because parents always complain that the children keep touching. As long as they are well controlled in terms of pain, they have no reason as to why they keep touching the organ. And then how do you care for the... Basically, you just need to keep it clean. They usually give you an ointment in the hospital to apply, and then we prefer to use saline water. To the worst, if you don't, you can use warm water.
In all, the practice is not that bad, but the time at which it is done matters. Do not only follow bandwagon, follow advice from a professional healthcare provider. Walter Mwesigye, NTV.
Health Focus is brought to you by National Medical Stores, NMS, passionate about your life.